Thanks for taking the time to just spend a little bit of time with me so that I can tell you what it means to be a Beachbody coach. Okay, just to introduce myself, if you do not know me, my name is Angela Rivera, and I have been a Beachbody coach since April of this year. And I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a busy mom to two boys, and stay pretty active just in a lot of things outside of the home, with my family and friends. Me and my husband and our boys, we love to camp and travel, and just do a lot. So I know what it means to be busy. Okay. So what I want to do is I just want to keep this really relaxed. Okay. I'm going to go through and explain to you. I've got some highlights here of what I want to cover, just to keep me on track a little bit. So I'm just going to be real with you guys. Okay. Just to tell you a little bit more about me and how I got started with this. Okay. So in February of this year, I had gotten to a point to where I had gained about 15 pounds. Um, and to some of you guys, you might say, well, that's not a lot. But for me, I had lost 50 pounds. Okay. So I put, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into losing that weight. Okay. And so why that was so big for me was because I was starting to put it back on. So that was a big fear of mine. Whenever I first started to lose weight, my fear was that I wasn't going to be able to stick with it. Okay. I was afraid that I was going to fall off, that it was just like a fad, like everything else I had ever tried when it came to fitness and nutrition. And I was really worried I was going to gain all that back again. Okay. So when I started and I had gained 15 pounds, that was my fear. All right. So at that point, I had been following my coach on Facebook for about 2 years, and I had seen some posts that she did about eating paleo, and that was something that I have done a lot, and feel great whenever I do paleo. So that really got my attention. Okay. She was just sharing her journey on Facebook. And at the time, when I saw what she did, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool that she's able to do that. Just had, didn't even really think about it. There's always that, like, man, she's able to do this from home. And I would see her and her husband traveling. But for me, it was in February when I saw she was doing the 21-day fix, and that it was fitness and nutrition focused, okay, and really perfect for busy moms like me. So it was 30-minute workouts, portion controlled food, and I was eating pretty clean, but my portions were way out of whack. Okay, so I would eat quinoa and sweet potatoes and whole grains if I ate any grains at all. Avocado, but I would have like a whole avocado at a serving. So my portions were just all out of whack. Okay. So I really needed to dial that in, and I needed the accountability. So I saw that she was talking about these challenge groups, and had seen her post about them before, but just really, I guess, didn't have a need at the time. And so for me, when I saw those posts in February, it's perfect timing. And I just jumped in. I sent her a message and I was like, hey, I went in, and I was just willing to do whatever. Okay. I have invested in my health before. I went to a gym and did a program at a gym for like 3 years, and I was paying a pretty good penny every month, and like $120. Okay. So, but at the time I needed something, and that's what worked. And I was willing to make that commitment, but I had gotten to a point where I needed something I could do at home, to work around my family schedule. Okay. So that's why this really appealed to me, because I had been kind of working out at home, but I really wasn't consistent with it. Okay. So for me, that's kind of where I was whenever I really started on this journey with Beachbody. So jumped into the challenge group. First 10 days. I was sick as a dog. Felt so defeated that first day because I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like I was really going to give this my all. I had the whole night before totally food prepped, had tons of stuff ready. Woke up the next day like sick as a dog. But I stuck with my meal plan. Okay. I couldn't work out, didn't have the energy, knew that my body needed to rest. And I felt like such a loser. And I didn't really post at first in the group because I was like, oh my gosh, like this is going to be another excuse. Like they're just going to think this is one more excuse. You're making excuses. That's what I thought. Finally opened up and was just like, hey, I'm not posting my workout pictures because I'm not able to work out. And everybody was so supportive. And that's really when it clicked. Like this is different. Okay. I wasn't made to feel bad. They were encouraging me to take care of my body. But they weren't allowing me to make excuses. It was like, okay, go focus on your nutrition. So stuck with the meal plan, did that. Tried a couple of times to do the workouts in. Finally got to a point where I was able to work out. Finished that challenge. So it was a 21-day challenge. Finished that one. Rolled right into my second challenge group. Okay. And was just like, okay, I'm going to do these 21 days. I'm going to give it my all. And I did. I mean, I worked out, there was 19 out of the 21 days. Okay. And the goal was, 21 days. But I was pretty happy with what I had accomplished. Okay. And I just really, I put forth that effort. So for me, at the end of that, I was just really, really happy. I had lost 12 pounds in that, those two challenges. And the first challenge, I wasn't even able to work out the first 10 days. So for me, that was huge. I was almost to that where my lowest was before. Okay. So I sent my pictures to my coach because we had to take before and after pictures. Sent my pictures to my coach, and she was just so encouraging. She was like, oh my gosh, Angela, she had asked me if I had ever thought about doing something like this because I was sharing my journey on Facebook, sharing my workouts, my pedometer readings, my meals, and everybody was just asking like, what are you doing? My friends and family saw the change and they were wanting to know what I was doing. So she was like, Angela, people totally want this. They want to know what you're doing. They could totally, get this from you instead of from me because I was, kind of referring people to her. And that's whenever it was kind of like, okay, maybe I can do this. And I was watching her through that challenge group and what she was doing. And that's when I just really started to think maybe I could do this. And people, even before I got started with these challenge groups, because they had kind of seen that journey of me losing that 50 pounds, they would reach out to me and just ask like what I did, and even had like, some food lists that I would just email people or message people. So I was kind of doing that before, kind of here or there. But here's the thing. I didn't feel like I really had anything to offer because I wasn't like a professional. Okay. I wasn't a personal trainer. I wasn't a nutritionist. So I felt like I didn't have anything to offer. But with this, I did. I kind of felt like, man, if I could do this, then I can just share people like in the real life, like what I went through with my struggles and how I was able to fit this in whenever my family is super, super picky in eating, to how I can work this in with my busy schedule, having healthy meals when I'm at a wrestling tournament all day long, so I was just like, maybe I really, really can do this. So what I did was I took my before and afters. After about a week of contemplating, I posted them on Facebook. And I was blown away. I was super, super scared, but I was blown away at how many people just reached out to me and was like, I want to do this. So I jumped in. I decided to become a coach and told myself and everybody else that I was doing it just for the discount. Okay. But deep down inside, I was like, man, I could totally do this. of course, there were those thoughts of, I can totally not do this. That's normal. Just doubting. I was constantly doubting myself. And some of that, was my self-esteem that I've struggled with over the years. So, but there was just that inside, that deep inside, if you've ever maybe seen something somebody's done or maybe something somebody's doing, and a part of you just deep down inside says, man, maybe I can do that. Okay. Listen to that. Listen to that desire, okay? So many people walk around this earth not knowing what they want to do. So listen to that, okay? So I became a coach and really jumped right in. Like, I had already been through 2 challenge groups. My coach was so super supportive and just jumped right in. I got kind of like a guide how to run my own challenge group from my coach and put it out there, had friends and family, a ton. I think I had like 18 people in my first challenge group. It was amazing. So I ran my own challenge group for the first month and just absolutely loved it. Loved just the atmosphere. It kept me encouraged, me motivated. So that's kind of how I got started. Okay. Okay, so what is Beachbody? For those of you, you might have not heard of what Beachbody is. I knew the program, so you might have heard of P90X, P90X3, Insanity, Turbo Fire, Turbo Kick, Brazilian Butt Lift. So those are all Beachbody products, okay? So we have our workout programs, and then we have nutrition. So we have Shakeology, which is a superfood shake. It's a meal replacement. Makes it so easy for those people who struggle, which is almost all of us that struggle with nutrition, okay? So Shakeology, we've got supplements, an awesome supplement line now that's all natural, and it is safe for collegiate athletes, so it's awesome. So we have those products, all right? It used to just be on infomercials. So you'd see infomercials if you're up at 4:30 in the morning. You might have seen an infomercial, and they still run those infomercials. So it's a lot of advertising for us, okay? But that's how it started. But then they would see that their customers were really their biggest advocates because they would have these amazing results and people were talking about it. You'd see somebody ripped and it's like, what are you doing? I'm doing P90X, I'm doing Insanity. And it's just people were wanting to do that. So peer-to-peer was really where this then went to, okay? So that's why now they created where people could sign up as a coach and you help your peers through this program. All right. So there's no requirement to be a personal trainer, a nutritionist, any type of expert. Okay. You don't even have to be at your goal. I have so many people that ask me, well, maybe I should lose some weight first, or maybe I should be at my goal weight. People want to see or want to follow other people that are on the same journey as them that are succeeding. Okay. And we all fall off. I've had times I fall off. But for me, what really got my attention and the coaches that I followed before I became a coach, sorry, there's a little fly. The coaches that I followed before, they were in their process. And that's what got me, because I might see that they, maybe their arms were a little bigger like mine was, because I really struggled with that. I struggled with my arms. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're like getting out there and they're really doing this. They're pumping out them push-ups, or they're, lifting those weights. And I could relate to them. Okay. So the people out there that need you, don't wait until you get to that goal. Okay. Jump in and let's do this together. Okay. So don't feel like you have to do that. Okay. So it's just a little bit about Beachbody. Tons of support there. So what is a challenge group? How it works is I created a event, invite people to the event, share it, give people a chance to kind of sign up for it. Okay. Share some tips before, some motivation, maybe what it's done for me, maybe even some testimonies for me. Share that. And then once I have the people that want to sign up, then I put them in a private Facebook group. Okay. So all the people are in a private Facebook group. And then every day I'll share some motivation tips, some practical tip of how they can, do their meal prep, how much water to get, how much sleep, and not just how much water to get, but why the water is important. Okay, this is all stuff that is available to you. They're tools that our team makes available. I'm part of Team Fit Addicted, which for 2014 was one of the top 10 teams. So awesome. We have an amazing leader. Lots of amazing leaders on our team. And so you are going to get that support too. Okay. So that's kind of how the challenge group works. And then, I give my people, I tell them that in the challenge group, they're supposed to post a post-workout selfie. That's kind of like their proof they worked out. Any meals throughout the day that they want to share. Okay. And then there might be some fun things too, like Motivational Monday. They might need to share like a motivational quote with everybody, something that inspires them. Okay. So that's how challenge group works. And I run those. I also run like some smaller free groups, and it might be like a water jug challenge. I've done a squat challenge. So those are like maybe a 5 or 7 day, and I open those up to everybody. Obviously the 21 days, we would want them to have some type of a program from us to get started in that, so that they have the right tools. And that's what I tell people. I'm like, well, we need to get you the right tools, and that's really where that's my job, okay, is to match people up with the program that they're looking for. So a lot of the people are doing the 21 day fix or fix extreme, and it really just depends on their fitness level. Okay. But if I have somebody that just wants to get ripped, I'm going to suggest to them the P90X or maybe even the Body Beast. Okay. If somebody maybe has some issues, maybe with, a hip or a knee, something like that, then I might suggest PYO, because that's something that is low intensity. Okay. So we have a lot of tools available to our customers and our clients. All right. Okay, so what I provide to you, if you decide to join our team, is to get you off to a right start. So we would give you some information to get you going. That way you can start sharing. My goal for you would be to get 3 to 5 people to join you in a challenge. Okay, and we would then put you and your people in one of my challenge groups. And we're going to run, we're going to do that. I'm going to do the challenge group. You're in there encouraging, motivating, your people, and along getting that in motivation, encouragement yourself. All right. So then we would do a 10-day new coach starter. All right. And that's going to be something that is really self-guided. So you're going to go in there, and there's going to be day 1, and you're going to go through and you're going to do that. And when you're done with that, then you're going to do day 2. All right. So then beyond there's more. You can kind of build on that. Okay. So beyond that, then there's other groups to kind of get you going to the next step, whatever you want to do there. All right. Okay. So startup costs. What does it cost to get started? So as a base with no product at all, it would be $39.95 to join. All right. That's going to be a one-time coach sign-up fee. Then there's a $15.95 monthly fee, and that's going to be for your websites. Okay, that's your customer service that they're going to provide. So then my veterans out there, veterans and active military, you can actually join for free, and you don't pay the initial fee and then also the monthly. All right. So just let me know if you have any questions about that. A way that is really like the best deal to get started, and this is the way that most of my coaches have gotten started, is with a challenge pack. Okay. If you have already purchased a challenge pack from me, then you can join as a coach for free. They'll actually reimburse that $39.95 within like 2 days. That's what I did, because I had bought a challenge pack, and then I decided after the first, after those 2 rounds. Okay, so you can do that, and then you would just pay that $15.95 every month. Okay. But if you haven't purchased a challenge pack yet, then you would purchase a challenge pack. You're going to get your pick of workout program, something that you want to do. All right. And then you would have a 30-day supply of Shakeology, along with the access to our club membership, which has our Beachbody on demand. Okay, so that's an amazing way to try out other workouts and really see, if there's something else for you, or to get an idea of like what PiYo is like, okay, what Body Beast is like, because you can try all of those out. There's like a sneak peek on there where you'll get to do one of the workouts. And so that's just great because you can then give good feedback to other people. All right. So with the purchase of a challenge pack, when you get on to purchase that challenge pack, you would just select that you're signing up as a coach, and you don't pay that $39.95 to then have to be reimbursed. It's all that's all included. All right. So it's just like a bonus. Like I said, they waive the $39.95. So you get your workout program, your Shakeology, the club membership, the 30-day club membership. All right. So amazing deal. I mean, it's an absolutely amazing deal. So that's the way most people get started, is with that. All right. Now, so for Shakeology, because you want to, I suggest people, it's not required to buy Shakeology as a coach. Okay. It's not required to get that every month. Do I get it every month? Yes, because I know the difference it's made for me. The biggest difference for me is cravings. I used to crave food all the time, and that's what would lead me to the vending machine to get a Snickers bar. Okay. That's what would just break my willpower, and I would stop through the drive-through. Okay. So cravings were the big thing for me. All right. I would just get impulsive and I would just go for it. I've actually gone through the drive-through before, bought something, took a couple bites, and then just totally thrown it away because I'm like, oh, I can't, that craving got the best of me. But with Shakeology, I do not have those cravings. Yes, I treat myself, but I kind of plan those treats. I just don't have that impulsive craving anymore. So for me, that's huge. I also know that I'm getting good quality ingredients. We can go into that a lot more, but our food is really lacking in our nutrition, our minerals, our vitamins, and Shakeology is just the best quality of foods from all over the world put into this bag. Okay, so amazing stuff. So yes, I do it. I pay for that every month. I get a discount, and I rely on it. It's my breakfast every morning. And so anyways, if you have 3 people that purchase their Shakeology, then your bag that month is free because of your commission. Your commission off of those 3 bags is going to cover your Shakeology. Okay. So that's just a little bit about some of the costs involved with it. All right. So now let's talk about money. So how you make money. The first way that you make money is you make 25% commission off of all products, workout programs, cookbook that they came out with, extra containers for 21-Day Fix, Shakeology. You're going to make a commission off of that. You're also going to make a flat rate commission off of challenge packs. Okay, so that's all commission that you're going to get. You're going to get paid once a week. Mine is direct deposited into my bank account. I know another one of my coaches has hers mailed to her. So it's just a couple of different options you can do with that. There's also a way to build residual income, and this is now what I'm doing. If you what they call rank advance, okay? And there's different, we won't go into all of those, but I'm an Emerald coach. So you start as a coach, and then there's Emerald, and then there's Diamond, Ruby, and then Diamond, sorry. So depending on what your levels are, you get team cycle bonuses. So that's based off of how your team does as a whole, okay? So you and your team, and so that is something that, I work with my team and provide them with tips and training and just, answer any questions that they have. So because we work together as a team, all right? So that's why it's kind of built that way, okay? So that's in a nutshell, okay, how you make money. The residual income as far as building a team can be very substantial, and it's really just all of what you want to make out of it. Okay. You can be successful at this. All right. If you have a strong why, and you love what you do. Okay. Now, do I love to work out? No. Some days I do. All right. I know what it does for me, so that's why I love it. But what I love and why I say I love what I do is helping others achieve their goals in their fitness and nutrition. I know what it's done for me. So to have the ability and the resources to help people with that, so that's why I say I love what I do. Okay. So just know success is not reserved for a select number of people. Sometimes people look at successful people, and success isn't all measured just by money. Okay. But it is a product of why people do business. All right. But there's so much more. Just being successful. I can't tell you for me what it's meant for me getting messages from people saying that, my posts have helped to inspire them. Okay. That's something that a lot of my coaches, they come in, I kind of hear, well, I don't want to put all this all over my Facebook. I don't want people to think that this is all I'm talking about. Okay. Well, for one, you don't want it to be all that you're talking about. You want to really show who you are. Okay. Because that's what people want. They want someone who's real to help them. Okay. We're not real salesy. We don't, I don't shove products down people's throat. If I think that I have a tool that might help somebody, then I want to tell them about that. Okay. It's kind of like if this dress I'm wearing, just had an event today. And so this dress I'm wearing got a great deal. All right. Awesome deal. And I was just so excited to tell people about it. So I told people about it. I wasn't trying to make them go out and buy this dress or to increase the sales of the store that I got it from. I just was excited I got an awesome deal. Okay. I'm a sucker for a good deal. So you don't have to be salesy. Okay. And that is really not what this is about. Okay. It's about putting the right tools in people's hands that they need. Okay. So the time you invest is really up to you. My job is to support you and encourage you and, help you along the way. But I'm going to match you. So if you get into this and you're like, hey, I want to do this for the discount, I want to maybe get started and take advantage of the 25% discount on Shakeology. I love Shakeology. I want to get that. Then totally fine. We're going to get you plugged into a challenge group, help you along the way, get you those tools you need to be successful. Okay. If you are kind of like, man, I'd love to make some extra money, maybe just take advantage of my discount, but share it with my family and friends and then have a little bit of extra money here and there. Okay. Totally cool. Then I'm going to help you with that. I'm going to help you figure out, how your family and friends would place an order, things like that. Okay. If you look at this and you're like, man, my family really, could use some significant income. I want something maybe where I feel like I have a purpose. Okay. Maybe you work a full-time job and you don't feel like your job is maybe full of purpose. It serves a purpose, but maybe you don't feel like it really is full of purpose, that you wake up every morning and are so excited. Not to say you have to replace that, but maybe you want something to add in to where you feel like you have some purpose. All right. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom and you're looking for a way to hold you accountable in your health and fitness, maybe meet some new people. I've recently got back on a retreat and there were so many different people. There were college students who were just looking for some extra income to help them through college. There was even a personal trainer there who, does other type of workouts, whether it be CrossFit, whatever, and they just really believe in the nutrition, the Shakeology. So they're all about sharing that. Okay. So there's a lot of different kinds of people that do this. So don't feel like that maybe if you're not just like me, or maybe have the same goals that I have, that this wouldn't be right for you. All right. So like I said, the time you invest is totally up to you. And we kind of talked about it, but some people were like, well, I don't want to sell to my family and friends. And for me, yes, my family and friends were some of my first clients, and they still continue to be, because they've seen the success and they've seen how it's really turned into a lifestyle change for me, because they see me all the time. Okay. And then they themselves are turning it into their lifestyle too. So it's just amazing, how this has affected my family and friends. But I'm also meeting new people, and I'm meeting new people with tools that my coaches have given me, through trainings that I've had access to, that are all online. Almost all these trainings that I speak of are like in online groups on Facebook, and they're all kind of like at your pace. All right. So that's about it. Really, if you're interested, what we would do is get you signed up. Depending on, I know we talked about those options earlier, we would get you signed up. We would get you plugged into a challenge group. My goal for you would be to find 3 to 5 people to join you in that challenge group, and to join you with a program in Shakeology. Okay, so that would be our first goal for you to get going. All right. And you might be sitting there just, like, oh my gosh, kind of like me, how I said, I was like, oh, deep down inside, something was saying, man, I'd really like to do this. But then there was also all that other stuff. I'm so nervous. I don't know if I can do this. I'm scared to fail. Okay. But I want you to repeat after me. Okay. I may be scared. I may be nervous, but I'm willing to take a chance, because I know that nothing will change unless I change something. Okay. Really, there's so many opportunities with this, from, something that might be seen as small, as far as you having the accountability to be a part of a group of positive people. Okay. So you might say, well, that's something kind of small, but that's really big. If you're looking for that, and you are struggling with that, that's something that's really a big deal. Okay. Up to, if you're like, man, I would really love to stay at home with my kids. I would love to generate income so that maybe I could retire my husband, or we could retire early, or, with the job market out there, and the lack of retirement, okay, lack of pension programs out there, we really have to think about our future for ourselves, and we have to take control of that. Okay. So if you're thinking big like that, then let's talk. Message me. You can find me on Facebook, Angela Rivera. You can also find me at Angie Girl Fitness on Facebook. You can also email me at angiegirlfitness@gmail.com. So you can message me. If I wasn't the one that invited you to watch this call, you can still message me. I'm sure it was someone on my team, or we can get you plugged back in with them. Or you can get into contact with them. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to answer any questions. But if there's anything that I've mentioned that seems that you're a little bit interested in, then I encourage you to just take that step and get some more information. Okay. So you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for your time, and be seeing you soon. Bye.